crate smells like sulfur. This could be it.
My God, that looks like a bloody expensive horse.
Get robbed. All right. Had to orient myself for a second there.
Where did you get that new bench? Trousers all creaky.
Greetings. Do you need something?
I'm back, and I've got the mysterious monastery incense. It looks like wood chips soaked in sulfur. It stinks a bit.
They were smoking barrels with this. Sulfur is the stink of hell, and this is a monastery vineyard.
Maybe there's another reason. The miners in Scalitz used to say where there's sulfur, it's easier to breathe. Healthier air.
But it stinks to high hell.
So do many noble delicacies. And they're still delicious.
I suppose you're right. I'll give it a try. I hope it doesn't make my wine reek. Here's your reward. I added a bit more, as we agreed.
I almost forgot. I have the seedlings.
Ah! I'm curious what they'll grow into. You've made me doubly happy, Henry. So, here's a little something on top for you. Farewell. A sweet red, a sparkling white, a tasty union correct.
Okay. Wait a second. What is this?
You dob me in.
Crazy? Why would I dob you in?
Look, there's coffee.
I'm not putting that drink. What is this?
God grant you health. God be with you.
Wait, is it a person on the outside? Is it you?
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
Well, fucking go, bitch. God damn. Oh my fucking god, dude.
What a day.
Piece of shit.
Praise the Lord. God bless.
Yeah,
No way, dude.
same to you.
Just trying to open the door like broke the AI.
I'm sorry.
Careful.
I wasn't paying attention.
Jesus Christ. I almost forgot.
Für den Anfang
Jesus Christ be praised.
Where'd the other guy go?
I'd like to...
Kommt darauf an.
I'd like to see what...
Ja, das ergibt sonst viel. Zum Glück. Andererseits, also.
I'm back.
Grüß dich.
Oh. Alright, he already gave me that other task.
Their trade. These days, we need to rely on ourselves. The lords won't protect us.
What are you barging in here for?
What are you doing here?
You better go before people start
Guys.
to think.
Already?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
It sure does. Go on then. How was it?
What can I say?
And he's over here.
I'm going to see the Mint Master. May I enter?
Any fool could say that. What do you want from him?
I have an appointment with him.
All right, go ahead then. But don't waste too much of his time.
Shut up. It's hops. Is he making beer?
Glad to see you again.
You have the gall to show me your face again? I'll call the guards.
Hold your horses. I'll come in peace. Actually, I have a little offer for you.
You've come to blackmail me again?
Call
Yep.
it what you like. I need to get into the City Council Assembly. And I reckon you can help me.
The assembly? The one King Sigismund is supposed to attend in person?
No, Sigismund's just a usurper. Wenceslas is the only true Bohemian king.
Singing Ruthard's song, eh? I might have known. Speak then. What do you want? And tell the truth.
I want to know what Sigismund tells the council. I hear it'll be important.
You want to spy? Do you know what you're risking? And what I'd be risking? Forget it.
Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel? If you want to keep your position and your head on your shoulders, you better shape up.
All right, all right. Maybe we can make a deal. If I get you into the council, you'll behave appropriately and you won't betray yourself, or especially me. And that will be the end of our business together.
Yeah.
I must have misheard you. Our business will be over when I say it is, not before. So pull your head out your ass and see to getting me into that assembly.
All right, Jesus. No need
You
to
don't
lose
fucking
your
tell
temper.
me
You can
anything.
get into the council assembly.
Your life is in my
Cook's
hands.
son will be serving.
I could fucking
He's roughly around your
do
age.
literally anything.
Maybe he can be persuaded to let you stand in for him. Although, not everyone would want to give up an opportunity to serve the King of Hungary.
Who's this boy?
Franta's his name. Franta Cooldown. He's an idler and a boozer, but he's proved his worth. Which reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission to serve in the council. Otherwise, you won't be let inside.
What will I need to work as a waiter there?
Fast feet and good manners. and the livery of a royal waiter.
Excuse me?
Or do you think you can serve the king in a torn shirt and muddy hose?
Well, no. But I never...
Our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for meeting the king. Don't even show...
Where can I find...
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today, from Master Tailor Schneider. You'll almost certainly run into him there. That is, if he's up and about after his boozing bout. I swear that fellow practically lives at that Tin Hen.
At the what?
That German alehouse, the Iron Eagle. That is Zum Eisernen Adler.
Okay.
What would work on him? How can I persuade him to give me his job?
Would you like me to give you a letter for him? I told you how to get to the assembly. Now do your part.
I'll be going then. See you at the council.
Just make sure we both come out of it alive.
Dang. Oh, nice. The little weighted, like calibration fucking weights. That's cool. For the scale. Nice. Or counterweights, I guess. All right. Where's that Taylor? Close.
Doors closing. Last
We're closed.
God grant you help. Excuse me.
Try to get my set.
Fine day for some fine wares. Come and take your pick.
Good evening.
Him?
Vegetables.
You won't get work like that just anywhere.
Greetings. I'd like to...
Surely you can wait a while. I have a customer here. Here you are. The finest fabric. Intricate work. You won't find the likes anywhere else in this town.
No more than I'd expect after the amount they cost. Thanks. I'll gladly recommend you if anyone asks. And you impatient fella, what was it you wanted?
You must be Franta Cooldown.
I am. And who might you be?
I'm Henry. I heard you're supposed to serve at the City Council Assembly.
I am.
Probably
What's
should have
it
changed
to
my
you?
clothes.
Supposing I took the job on for you. You can put your feet up, fill your belly, and I'll do all the work for you.
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but it's well paid. Apart from that, it's a bit of a pain in the arse. Them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine, while I run around like a bugger with pitchers so they don't run dry. Why would you want to stick your nose in there?
Great for church and the tavern too.
I just have to get in there, understand? I have an important message for the king about a plot against him.
But why would you want to get to him as a waiter?
But it could be that someone from the council is mixed up in it, so I have to be incognito. See?
I see. All right then. To begin with,
Pretty convincing.
you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a waiter at the council and you're capable of serving even His Majesty. Look here. Do you have any idea what's expected of you? Can you tell different wines apart and that?
Of course. Who do you take me for?
All right. No need to get upset. Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I sent you and think up some good excuse. Clear?
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. I had a brand new one made. Here it is. I look like a prick in it. Hopefully it'll sit better on you. The main thing is, Don't lose it before the assembly, or get it covered in shit.
Thanks. I won't disgrace you, I promise.
You better not. From the finest leather.
Fruit! Vegetables!
Okay.
The finest five.
Oh wait, what if... That one. What if... Where was that? There. Get a proper bath before
God bless.
getting into our nice clothes.
God be with you.
G'day.
A
G'day.
fine day for some fine wares yet. Oh, fuck
The music in this game is fucking sick.
Drinking. I want to drink.
That was weird. It almost for a second looked like she was trying to type or
What
whatever.
would you like?
Oh wait, hold on. Let's do the noble one. Okay.
What do you need?
I'd like to use your services.
Certainly.
I could use the company of a pretty bath maid.
Don't worry. Once my girls get their hands on you, you'll forget all your sorrows. At least for a little while.
I can't wait.
All right, but money up front.
Let's talk about...
Certainly.
Let's get that.
Do you accept?
That's more like... Great.
Get that buff. All right.
I must say,
better not forget
you
about that
really know
council
how to
assembly.
treat a girl. But don't expect a discount in return. Anyway, I'll go and take a bath. I have other clients to attend to.
Okay.
Christ! Pardon me.
And then it's like, I've got nothing.
Wait, that was lousy, Mary?
And then I look all downcast and say, I'm going to get into trouble for being all wet.
I knew it would be something like that.
One beer. Bitter.
Slowly. Nice and slow.
What are you doing? Creeping about in the dark.
Are you trying to run me over?
All right. Alright, where am I headed here? Examine the... Oh. Ah.
Hey, you! Have you done something I should know about?
Wait.
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for him at the council assembly.
Franta's not coming? What's wrong with him?
He's in church. He's been there on his knees for 2 days, from dawn to dusk. I suppose he committed some awful sin. Got a very fat...
Did he have to go and confess now, when he's supposed to report for duty? Well, what can I do? You'll have to stand in for him. We can't be without a waiter here, when the king himself will need waiting on. So, let's have a look. Have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure. Here it is.
Everything's in order. Now, about your livery. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. It's a good thing you've got no steel on you. You need to be light on your feet to run around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In short, behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokaib or red monastery wine.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarzhitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right. Sir Adam of Zarzhitz stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
To stay in the background and keep quiet until someone asks me something?
Correct. The councillors have a lot to discuss, and they certainly don't need any interruptions. And in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you. Understood?
Absolutely. I'm a waiter.
Correct. And if you manage not to botch it up, you can even rise on the social ladder.
Not just anyone can serve the... But you'll manage it.
I know everything I need.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
The city reserves are in urgent need of new weapons. Unversüchlich. Our current
There are the pictures of wine.
is a joke, and on
Hopefully I won't splash anyone's shoes.
requisitioning from it. Should the town reserve have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
What are you getting at, Eldris?
I'm
Hey,
saying
boy,
that the bandits
a full
who
cup of
freed
monastery
Kinnick,
wine.
the Dry Devil, used that thing. That Hackenbücher. Hand cannon. Can you believe it? Where did they get them?
You're the one who should know where they
Come
got
now,
them.
waiter. I
Since
wanted
you're
red.
a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws
What the
have
fuck?
better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König
Come now,
surely
waiter.
knows
I
this
wanted
too.
red.
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell is that your
apologize,
stubborn heads do not
Which one?
realize
Red.
what
And quickly.
Schwierigkeiten this is. The Dry Devil is running free. There are Raubritter everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing down, and
Excuse
you want
me?
to defend yourselves.
What do you-
with a
why
few
won't it
rusty
let me pour?
halberds.
And who is it you want to fight, exactly? The merciful King Sigismund
You
is
can shut
providing
that
us
damn
with
pitcher.
protection, isn't he?
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Shut up! The king can
I
arrive at any moment.
apologize.
What if he heard you?
What then? We're sitting atop the
I don't
biggest
understand.
silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed
Why won't
to
it let
defend
me-
it with brooms?
You're right.
I
Eldris.
fancy some
Where can we
Tokai.
get the coin for
Refill,
better
boy.
equipment?
We can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies, nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the jämmerlich state of our armory. And the king is surely aware of it
Hey,
as
where's
well.
my white?
Maybe if he waived some of the taxes...
Why won't it let
The
me?
king fears that this town will
I
rise
apologize,
against him.
sir.
He'll take
Which
the
way?
arming of the city's
Tokai.
militia as a
That's the
preparation
right.
for war.
So you suggest we just wait
Oh my
with
God.
arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation.
Hey, where's
We
my
shall
white?
Wait and see what His Majesty thinks about
Sir?
the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
Well, thank the Lord.
Yeah. Why did it let me do it there, but not the other guy?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
You mean baths or brothels?
Isn't it the same thing?
So,
Another
the
drop of
cleanliness
wine.
of the city
Don't make
is
me
not
beg.
what it should be. The current baths in the city fall far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
You're right, Jerome. But a woman named Betty has showed up on Hopbrink. I want
Peter.
The
The
cathedral will be
to be there.
standing before you
She's
bring
a
me
protege
that
of
white.
Maresh.
I
Her efforts
apologize.
are commendable, but I don't think she will succeed. It takes a firm hand, not soft, feminine fingers.
A moment ago, you were
Excuse me.
Be
complaining there
glad
weren't
I
enough
can
baths.
hardly sit upright.
Shouldn't we support
Otherwise,
her?
Something like
I'd
this
go for
is
that
better
white
handled by
myself.
trustworthy people. Like my
Adam, I'm
friend,
sorry, it's- isn't
bathhouse
he the one-
proprietor Adam. The
Oh,
need
no.
for cleanliness and citizens' health should not be
am I
underestimated.
supposed to die of thirst here, or what?
If
Yeah, yeah,
someone
yeah,
needs to
that's the
walk,
guy that I
there's
don't-
a river just a few steps from the city walls.
Certainly. And they can get leeches there for free as well.
Boy,
And while
come
he's
here.
there, a man can shave and take a... you-know-what.
So what? Going to the baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
Have you forgotten the
Is
Black
everything all right?
Death?
No,
A great
but there's
many
nothing you
people
can do
die
about it.
needlessly.
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Where can I find this goblet?
Use your eyes and come right back with it, understood?
Wash up. What nonsense. Next, you'll want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In
I
Jerome
apologize.
Nas's earthly paradise,
Can't leave here with the
everything would be
wine, though.
free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Okay.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
Nice. What is this?
Nice. Whose silver might this be?
So, did you find it?
I did, Master Bailiff. Here it is.
Not so loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his visit.
And the full cup.
And as we know, Gunslin absolutely hates him.
He can hate all he
I
wants,
apologize, sir.
as long as he does no damage.
wine?
To Kai.
Ulrich,
That's
what
the
have you
wine.
got to say about it?
Me? Well,
Sir?
I'm not sure what you're implying.
Horse
Well,
shit!
thank the Lord.
You know full well. Everybody knows. He wiped the floor with you.
Compose yourself, Adam, and stop drinking. The king might come any time now.
That's right. Let's
I didn't
not
give him any.
burden the anointed monarch with such...
Me? Compose myself?
I apologize.
Waiter! Me? Pour me red wine. I beg your pardon. I demand that you...
Ruhe! Franz, please continue.
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident. You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that.
Waiter!
Just
I
a
wanted
small
monastery
misunderstanding.
wine.
We've sorted
Yeah.
it out and everything's settled.
Sir?
My ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Rutard?
Thank you, waiter.
Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there? Leave nothing out?
I don't like Rutard, true, but
Hey,
in
waiter.
this case it
Pour me some
really was
monastery
nothing.
wine.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it.
Sir?
I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's
Well, thanks a
grossly
lot.
exaggerated. I don't think Rutard will cause any trouble. He is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king is here.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what he
I
wants to tell us.
apologize.
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
They asked for white next.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate this,
Hey,
the
boy,
rabble in the
a
city
full
will
cup
go
of
wild
monastery
and do whatever
wine.
they want. I suspect the gentleman from the city's sword fighting school brought this custom to us. It's now run by the German Menhard. Who knows who that fellow is?
Don't be ridiculous.
Come now, waiter. I wanted red.
Like you've never been in
Yeah.
a fight yourself. And to
I should-
accuse a swordsman
Don't hang around me.
without a shred of
Vanish,
proof.
you hear me?
We're not some old fishwives in the marketplace.
So you will just leave it be?
Proven offences
Boy,
are punished
come
by
here
the
for a
bailiff.
moment.
And that's that. There are more pressing matters to deal with.
More pressing than the open contempt of the whole town garrison. The guards are apparently
Refill,
setting
sir.
accounts
Do you
their
think I
own
come to
way.
the council
We'll
just to
soon be
guzzle
the
wine?
laughing
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now.
All right.
I knew I could count. While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
But why?
Because I'm bored. And
If I threw out everyone who complains over a beer, I'd soon be out of customers.
I can't leave here with the wine, though.
We'll never get
Oh,
anywhere
God.
like this. Why waste our time?
One, two. Yeah, there's two. None of them got wings. Unless he means, yeah, all of here. Whatever. And so it'll be either be 2 or like 25.
So, let's see what you've got for me.
I found your gloves, sir.
Really? Let's see them. And did you count those winged figures?
I counted 24, sir.
And you counted correct.
Oh shit! What a guess.
Here you are. So you can have a bit of fun in the evening too, eh?
There's the eternal dispute over the cathedrals. The building
Is
of
that
the
one
church is
groschen?
dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan
Was that
pilgrimages
one
to Saint
single? Oh my god.
our noses. It's just a village with
What
a
a tipper.
monastery, and they are going to mock a royal mining city.
You
Why
there,
can't we
lad.
build faster?
A cup of red.
Hire more craftsmen. Start with night shift.
Skimp on
Because
me.
those so-called craftsmen are a band of parasites. You pay them, they come late, or report sick.
Monastery
and if
wine.
they do come,
Here.
their work is shit,
Sorry.
and you have to pay someone else to put it right. It's
You.
This guy also
a
has-
waste
You look
of
familiar
time.
to me.
I tell you,
Have
a
we met?
waste of time.
Adam, don't interrupt the proceedings with your drunken
I really couldn't say, sir.
Even if you are in the right.
I
And
have a
as for
feeling
you,
I've spoken with
haven't
you
you
before,
noticed
too.
There's a war going on.
Or with someone who looks
Are
a
the
hell of a
experts
lot
from
like
far
you.
off supposed to work in a city under siege?
Besides, I get the feeling there's something other than the welfare of the city behind your complaints.
Oh, you do? Do you? And what would that be?
Like, for instance, that you'd like to have your own altar there?
So what if I would?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space in the side nave is mine.
Hey, boy.
And hell freezes
Full
over, my
cup of
friend.
monastery
Your
wine.
place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha! I think not.
Sir?
Excuse me. You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral.
Now run
Just
on.
like you bought yourself a seat in this council.
How dare you? I acquired my seat for the services our guild provided and still provides to the crown.
Well, I hope you're not supplying equipment to the
You there,
army.
lad,
If that's all
a cup
they
of
have,
red.
They
And
would be
don't you skip
defeated
on
by
me.
that bunch of ne'er-do-wells from the alehouse on Obring.
What ne'er-do-wells?
Those wrestlers of theirs, of course. People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Oh,
Sir?
this is news to me.
Because it has all been sorted
Thank
out.
you, waiter.
Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten. What do we have to discuss next?
I'm telling you, something is being planned.
Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Azonal Juchek Össe, Alegiop Katonaikat, Ishkelkinek Utra.
I remember hearing that Sigismund had red hair, but I didn't expect him to look like fucking Carrot Top. That's fucking funny.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Like this man of fights!
About to crack the whip on that whole room. Oh. Meanwhile,
Come now, Father. Put a little life into your dying. Seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have
backlighting
no
of the
idea.
inside of the
part ways
head
with
is
my father
a
in an
very
entirely
strange
good term.
choice.
20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject. What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malashov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
Funny he mentions that, because that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, what if he's an inside plant? Right? They just took like this Frenchman that they already had like turn-coded, and they're like, you know, like police do in real life, like if they don't have enough dirt on someone in prison, they'll put a narc in like as his cellmate, and that dude will like pretend he's getting to know him, and then get him to admit to a bunch of dirt, and then that dude will testify in court about everything that he said in the in the cell. Yeah, seems
Do you
like
know any of the guests here?
Frenchman could
Most of them
definitely
I'm
be
seeing
a
for the first time in my life.
inside plant.
It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers,
Here's
priests,
pretty,
and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment.
Like he didn't
Rabbi, you say? The
necessarily.
Yeah. He came with a
vie
retinue,
for his freedom,
but for now they're keeping
so
most
much
of it
as
themselves. Maybe you should go
yeah,
and
I'll
welcome
just stick
some
with
of
you
them.
guys.
After all, this used to be your home.
Which, you know,
And you're a spiritual
could
man
be
too, so you should have something in common.
friendly
I
help,
wouldn't be too sure.
or it could be I want to
But
be in the same room
I
with you,
suppose I can try.
so I know everything.
How does it feel to breathe?
What can I say?
Or until you become a priest?
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
I'll be right with you. A beer.
I'm glad you finally accepted it.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin. A friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. The last of my line. I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off.
Let's see.
How did you end up imprisoned in Malashov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Gothenburg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs some explanation. What unfortunate turn of events?
Oh, misère. It is clear you have never been to war.
So, be so kind as to enlighten me.
When they broke through the defense, I ended up in captivity. It was only due to my acquaintances in a court that I escaped execution.
Oh?
Sounds like something a rat would say.
Henry who saved your neck.
My neck was not at risk in Malashov. I may have still been a prisoner with my personal freedom restricted, but they never broke my spirit.
You say you're a poet?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood. And besides, few here would understand me.
Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested in my greatest deeds, then that was perhaps
a remarkable topic that
And you wouldn't by any chance
a lot of people don't realize.
Which one do you mean?
The Ottoman
I spoke
Empire
briefly with Boniface IX when I was
existed
sojourning in Rome.
back in these times,
A pleasant fellow.
you know, late 1300s, 1400s, but all the way up to like the Civil War in America.
How
It's,
come almost nobody here knows you?
I am
they were still around until
My great benefit is
arguably
my
modern
strong
times.
connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly but surely.
I would say from that interaction,
And
still
life
like
or
completely
death.
up in the air
Warring against the king of Hungary is
about whether
matter than riding out with a company to
he
attack
could be a narc or not.
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Gutenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Are you here to arrange some trade?
We have more serious matters to attend to here than gaining a few groschen. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you
What's
telling
that mean?
this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Yeah, that's what it
Not
sounds
to
like.
lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzik Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. But we did not get off to a very good start.
Or maybe you'll get to know each other better. He should be coming here later, by the way. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming...
Wait. A blacksmith, you say? From Scarlet's?
Ah, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
And that was all for the best.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty
Wait.
judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children.
That's supposed to be my
None of his own.
Jewish half-brother? Is that what they're saying?
And raised him as his own, on the orders of
No,
the Lord
took
of
in
Scouts,
Henry.
Sir Radzik Kobula, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of
Got it.
20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, there will be more suitable times.
Excuse me. I'd better not drink.
Better communion wine than kosher, is it?
What?
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner?
Absolutely not.
Or are we gonna drive them out in shame?
Yeah, I like that one.
Well-planned raids, and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Yobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
Yeah. This music is a little more chaotic than it needs to be.
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.